100% votes. Thank you very much. John Mbadi, asante sana. You are a great man. Thank you, man.
Thank you. Asante, Governor. As Governor goes back to state, we have agreed with Gladys. I've said I make my speech, then I'll invite her, then she will invite Madam Martha Karua. So let me say a few words. Ama mimi nirudi tu nikae. Wacha niseme mawili. I want to say two things. Number one, I want to start with the national politics. Your Excellency, Madam Martha Karua. Thank you. Your Excellency, Madam Martha Karua. I want to tell you something. The reason why the people of Kenya are going to vote for Raila Karua ticket. People know, Kenyans understand the history of one Raila Amolo Odinga. It is there. Every Kenyan knows who Raila is. Raila suffered for this country, for the second liberation of this country. Raila was taken into detention for over 8 years, fighting for our democratic space. He fought for human rights. Raila went into asylum because of you and I. Raila, when he became the Minister for Energy, he performed. That's why we have rural electrification program. That was his brainchild. When he was the Minister for Roads, Raila designed all the roads that you see in Kenya and those which are under construction. When he was the Prime Minister, and I had the pleasure to serve in his office as Assistant Minister. In fact, I say I was not Assistant Minister because there was no minister in that office. We were just two political heads, and therefore I was Assistant Prime Minister, a title I'm the only one who has ever held in this country. What Raila did during that period, Raila brought efficiency in government. And therefore Kenyans understand Raila. Kenyans also understand Martha Wangari Karua. Kenyans understand her for standing firm for the human rights of the people of Kenya. I remember in 1994, that is the first interaction I've ever had with you. When we came to your office as student leaders, lecturers were on strike, and there was disinformation from the KANU mouthpiece, which was KBC then, the only media house which was allowed to air news. And there was this information that students were being taught, and there was no teaching. We came to your office with one of your constituents called Gishoi, and you gave us audience. You are a very accessible leader, for those who don't know Martha Karua. I served with you in Parliament, and that is the last thing I want to say about you, because I know so much about you that I would take the whole afternoon and even evening. When we served with you in Parliament, you are a principal leader. Kenyans don't know, but I know and you know, that in 2010, when we were bringing this current constitution, after it had been passed by the Select Committee in Naivasha, it came to Parliament for deliberation. And Ruto with his team had conspired to water it down. And I got instruction from my party leader, Raila Odinga, whose instructions I always execute to the letter, that the bill must be passed in its status without even changing a comma. We were 5 members of Parliament who stood firm to make sure that there were no changes in that Katiba. That was Ekwe Thuro, Boni Aluale before he got spoiled, Gitobu Imanyara, Martha Karua, and yours truly, John Mbadi. We were 5 members of Parliament, and I remember we could debate the amendments, and when it came to voting, the 5 of us walked out all the time to deny the Parliament quorum. Mbaka Ruto said to the Speaker, Kenneth Marende, that these 5 members of Parliament should be given permanent seats outside. That was Martha Karua and yours truly. So we have contributed, and that is why I'm saying there is no mad Kenyan who can vote for a ticket where Rigathi Gachagua is and leave a ticket where Martha Karua is. That would be madness of the highest order. Someone we don't know anything about. The only thing you hear about him is that he was a DO somewhere where he tortured people. The only thing you know about him is that he has been a member of parliament for Madeira for 5 years, where he has not even spoken to any motion. That is not someone we can trust the future of this country in his hand. By the way, Deputy President, should anything happen to the president, becomes the president automatically. You cannot gamble with such a position. Lastly, allow me now to say something about politics, Yahoo. Because I know that is what, yani mnangoja. Mnangoja mdomo yangu. Urito doga. Okay, just give me 2 minutes, then I tell you something. You know, I had campaigned in this county. Abiro wacho gidoluo midwarono. Kwa akunga wache kisungu gini ne babu uso ne dhok mathoth ahinya. Uwinjo, I campaigned in this county to be the governor, the next governor of Mutembei County. Donge ungeyo? Si mnajua? But on 24th of March, Raila Amolo Odinga called me. And we had a meeting for over 2 hours discussing the future of Mutembei County, discussing the future of ODM, and discussing the future of Raila Odinga as the next president of the Republic of Kenya. And I will tell you that Raila told me, Nyakwa Jamilo, I have no problem. Karibu Mili Odhiambo, karibu. Karibu Mili. Amilo gesa. Iluongo ni jaber nyasuwa. Urwaka mino. Ere jomorwaka mina ne gibak. Eru kamano. Asante sana. Sasa wacha niendelee because I want to finish. I want to say the following. That when Raila Odinga called me, he told me that Nyakwa Jamilo, that is how he calls me. I have no problem giving you the ticket to run as ODM candidate. Those were his words. But let me tell you something. That Central Kenya has produced a woman governor. Lower Eastern has produced a woman governor. Kalenjin Land or Rift Valley has produced a woman governor. My 3 strongholds, Coast Region, Western, and Nyanza, have never produced a woman governor. And then he told me, if the national chairman of ODM can sacrifice his ambition for the candidature of a woman, then that will send a very powerful message about ODM. And I want to tell you something, that it was not a very easy decision for me to make. I will tell you it was not easy. But I remembered the biblical story of Abraham and his son Isaac. And I remember when God commanded Abraham to go and sacrifice his son. He was ready to sacrifice his son, not because he doesn't like him, but because he loves him too much. And God wanted that sacrifice. And I thought, probably because of the love between me and Baba, he has decided to sacrifice me for the bigger good of the ODM party. Therefore, just 2 things. Number one, Your Excellency, I want to assure you that ODM party supports, and we believe we don't have to sign charters. We don't have to sign charters. The issue of gender in ODM runs in our veins and blood. There is no need for charter. That is why we have also protected, and we are saying, people of Mutembei, return the other 3 women who are running in various constituencies. We have Ivo Bara, Kapondo Kasepul. We have Lilian Gogo, Rangwe. We have Millie Odhiambo, Suba North. Tumekubaliana? La mwisho, my sister Gladys. My sister Gladys. If there was any force, I don't know whether I have any force. If there is any force left for you to win, and I had it, then you have it. If there was, I don't know. I have said, I am not sure whether I had any force left with me to help her become the governor. If there was any force that was left with John Mbadi, then she has it. Sawa sawa. Sawa sawa. And Your Excellency, you know in central Kenya, hakuna ODM candidate. Hakuna. Kama kunayo ni wachache na ni kusindikisha tu watu. Lower region, lower eastern, we have Wiper, no ODM. Baringo, Kanu, no ODM. Western hapa Bungoma, DAP, no ODM. Hata sisi tunasema hapa, Siaya, Kisumu, Homa Bay and Migori, ni yetu, ODM. Otherwise, let me take this time to welcome Gladys.